TMD!
Pretty good. That's pretty good. Pretty good. I love TMD.
Okay, I'm Michael. I'm the president of Propane Hybrid Vehicles. And I'm going to send it over to operations.
Hi, good night. My name is Victor. I'm the VP of Operations, and with me I have in my team Valeria and Len.
Hello, I'm Nick, and I'm the VP of Management. And on my team is Eric and Alec, who unfortunately cannot be here right now.
Hi, my name's Emilio, and I'm the VP of Marketing. And on my team I have my friend Nia and my friend Charlie, who's in this audience.
Hi, my name is William. I'm one of the financing group, so please let me introduce the rest of them.
TMD!
Crystal, Jack, and Oliver, and also my partner, Ashley.
Okay, so just like an idea of what we do is, like, originally we take school buses and we'll retrofit them. So they have a propane engine and also an electric engine. Now I'm blind, thank you. But so we retrofit these buses so they have electric engines or electric batteries and propane engines. And Alex couldn't be here tonight. We had him film a video to explain it a little further.
Do you take regular buses to school? How dare you! Conventional buses pollute the environment with their emissions, save the environment and money with propane-powered buses. Since propane is a natural gas, like normal gasoline, it burns and creates a spark just like gasoline does. And it does this for 50% lower prices than normal gasoline. Propane has a higher octane rating, between 104 and 112, meaning it burns cleaner in the engine, creates less sludge, which in turn increases the motor life and decreases the need for servicing. Propane makes nearly the same power as conventional gasoline does and has the same ranges, but does this with 40% less carbon emissions. 40% less carbon emissions means less smog and less pollution in the air. This paired with the hybrid portion, which runs just like any regular hybrid car would, doesn't use a drop of propane for 50 miles. Together, these two make it for a vehicle that saves energy, saves money, and saves the planet.
About how our buses and further on consumer vehicles will revolutionize the auto market by using green technology.
Okay, so at first, what we're going to do, since the money is limited, you're going to start with partnering with a company called Johnson's School Buses, because they already produce and sell their own school buses. So we're going to manufacture our own engine, and that engine is going to run on propane, also an electric battery. Why propane is good? Because it produces less sludge. That means that the durability of the engine is going to be twice longer. So instead of 15 years, it's going to be up to about 30 years. Also, the propane burns 40% cleaner than gasoline, and also 20% cleaner than diesel. That means that it's way more eco-friendly. And on top of that, the propane is also cheaper. So in the long run, your daily refueling of your vehicle is going to save you a lot of money.
With new business ventures come several risks which we are willing to take in order to put our idea forward and to begin on the pathway to success. So one of the risks is that we may get a bad response from the public because most people aren't willing to try new things and aren't as accepting to the idea of change, and also because people may not be fully educated with our product and are unaware of what we're trying to do.
very important to customers. Last but not least, since our company established earlier than others, we are more capable of cutting our costs. So our customers are going to benefit from lower expenditure. Let's move on to the government policy. Well, we have to say, government financial support is very important to us. But even without the subsidies, we're able to do that. We're going to find some investors, maybe a company or organization. On the other hand, we may let some other eco-friendly just company to do some advertising on our bus, just like those pictures you can see on the screen. So we believe our company is going to run very well.
Alright, so we can't do the same idea forever because the company can't last that way. So we need some future plans. So at the beginning, we're going to need a few years to build some money. So we're going to pair up with Johnson School Buses and retrofit their buses. But then in 5 years, we're going to expand internationally and we're going to move to China. We're going to build a factory there. And we will manufacture our own buses, both school buses and public transportation buses. School buses are mostly used in the United States, so we will use school buses in the United States. And public buses will be used in China and Northern Europe because those are markets that are planning to go green, and also they don't really use school buses over there. So using that for city transit is a really good idea. And then between 10 and 15 years from now, when there are more filling stations around the planet,
we are very profitable. And also, by endorsing school buses and promoting awareness in the youth, we can also help the environment that way by implanting a seed in our youth that will help them grow later on and know about it through the internet.
We have decided that our target audiences would be these 4 states: Connecticut, Oregon, Washington, and Vermont.
Oregon.
We figured that out because we researched that these are the 4 most eco-friendly states in the U.S. And that would be our target.
So because our target audiences are school districts, the way we're going to market it is by bringing in school buses that already were in we're going to bring them in and they're going to be able to have a hands-on experience about what they really enjoy buses and what they're on their
There's 2.4 million pounds of carbon dioxide being released into the air every second.
That is 38 billion tons every year.
Let's protect the environment.
Our vehicles produce 50% less carbon emissions than your average vehicle. At PHV, you'll be worry-free.
Good job! Good job! Good job!
Talking about a huge saving, so I need to point out each gallon of propane will help us save $2. So for each refill, we are going to save at least $120. So for example, we are doing this project in a huge save in 20 years. So it is about $6 billion. We can put this money on education, so it will help us to improve a lot. So government will fund us because we are environmentally friendly. We are a green company, so I think we will get the federal financing as easier than other bus companies. I'm also going to pitch on this. I know the United States government will help, and especially the Chinese government will help in a few years, because they're a lot more willing to go for green stuff than we are, especially with their improving economy. And along with the future plan, we need future finances. So the factory, it would cost about $30 million to get up and running, but with government funds, that cost would be at least cut in half. But these new buses that we manufacture, they cost about $45,000 to make, and that means we sell them around $100,000, which is it's about $25,000 more than the typical school bus and public transportation bus, but it's well worth it if you're saving $2 a gallon. Plus the electric battery, that saves an increased amount because that runs for 50 miles when you're traveling under 50 miles per hour. So that means you're using no propane for 50 miles, and that saves a complete amount of money when you're not using diesel. And then when 10, 15 years come up and we're making consumer vehicles, those cost about $15,000 to make, which is about the price it costs to make a Nissan Leaf. And we'd sell them a little bit higher than a Nissan Leaf because they're slightly more advanced with the propane, and they'd run at $35,000. And then with international markets, prices become different, but we fit in with that market because our prices are like, we're helping aid people in the future because with propane you're saving so much money per fill up. So why us over our competition? Well, first of all, people have made propane vehicles in the past, but no one has put an electric battery in a propane vehicle. That puts us way ahead of our competition. So that makes us even more environmentally friendly and economically friendly because of propane. But also, it'll be a safer vehicle. So because it runs cleaner through the engine, that means the buses will not break down as much. And I'm sure some of you have experienced being on a bus when it breaks down. It's not a good experience. And then I also wanted to mention how much it saves per school bus. So if a school bus lasts, an average school bus lasts 15 years, but our school buses will last 30. In that 30-year period, schools would be saving really $1 million on a school bus, and that would provide money for 10 more school buses. So also one big fleet, like you said, of 100,000 or 1,000 school buses, we would pay back our $1.5 million investment in just a few months. We'd only need 1 or 2 sales per year just to keep business going. And worst case scenario, say no one wants our school bus, no one wants anything to do with it, well, we're going to be successful, obviously, but that's not the point. If it really doesn't work, we would have to auction off our idea, and then all of us would work for that company after they buy our idea.
Hello?
Alec!
It's Forrest!
Okay, Alec, welcome. We are just we're about ready to start the question and answer period. Your whole team is standing up here. And I'm going to turn it over to the panel. And if you can't hear the panel question, I'll repeat it for you, okay?
Alright, sounds great.
Hi, Alec!
Hi.
Alright.
I love you!
Start a panel. I'm going to turn it over to you. Audience, you need to be quiet. Thank you.
So I think you guys have a great idea. My main concern is your dependence on government for 2 reasons. One, certain states can't afford anything, let alone buying new buses. And I understand that in the long run, it's going to be better, but in the short run, I'm concerned. And also, the U.S. government basically can't do anything. So how are you so dependent on them to help fund your organization?
Alec, did you hear the question?
No, I did not. Could you repeat that?
I'll just tell him. Alec, he just said that the government doesn't really, the U.S. government doesn't really fund anything, so how would we get around that?
Our main goal would be to start out. Excuse me, I'm a little sick. Our main goal would be to start out converting vehicles and maybe partner up with a company that already makes like buses and such as International or Freightliner, and get into a partnership with that company making propane-powered buses for them.
Because you're saying it's going to cost like a lot for each vehicle. Well, I think like first we would start.